I bring what I bring and I'd want monetary value, but then the clients would want to give you maybe something else that you do not appreciate. So professionalization of the content creation, that is one challenge. And in the same bracket, people just see you as if you're wasting time. You're not serious. Especially me who has done law. I've had it so rough because guys keep asking me, why are you doing this? And
Talk About It with Angel Shanice.
Hello and welcome to today's episode of Talk About It with me, Angel Shanice. Thank you so much for watching. As always, a pleasure and honor to have you listening in and viewing our show full of good content, inspirational content. You know, right here on Talk About It, we talk about everything that you want to hear, from life issues to current issues, to hosting people who are going to inspire you, who are doing what you're doing and what other people are doing, and probably what you want to do. So make sure to stick through to the end of the show for some great inspiration today. And please remember to subscribe, drop a comment, and as you subscribe, turn the notification button on so that you can always be notified when we have some content coming up. So on today's episode, I am so honored and so excited about today's guest because nakwambia show ya leo, your eyes are going to be on the screen from beginning to the end because urembo nayo.
thank you.
I'm so excited about our guest today and I want to introduce her, but I might say too much. So I would love her to introduce herself to us.
Oh, wow.
Karibu to the show.
Thank you
Madam
so much.
Beautiful.
Oh, wow, thank you.
Unakaa
Thank you.
vizuri.
Asante pia
Hii
wewe.
show ni yangu ama ni yako?
Ni yetu sote. Ni yetu sote.
Welcome to
Thank
the
you
show.
so much, Shanice, for having me. Thank you. You're doing an amazing
Oh,
job.
thank you.
Thank you.
I'm honored.
Yes.
Please introduce yourself to us.
So my name is Maggie. Hiyo si ya kitambulisho. The ID one I want to give you.
Nakaa kuna mtu anataka kutuma. Unajua labda kuna mtu amekuona anataka kutuma M-Pesa. It's up.
Ataonea kwa M-Pesa. But my name is Maggie Wambugu. That's how I'm known. That's the name I use. But the official name is Margaret. Yeah, hakuna difference. So I'm a model and I'm a content creator as well as an influencer. Yes.
We can tell with the beauty na kila kitu. Tunaona tu model. So thank you. It's a great honor to have you on the show today.
Thank you.
So Maggie, you said you're a model, you're an influencer.
Yes.
Please tell us a bit about your influencing, the modeling. Tell us a bit about what you do.
So on the modeling side, I work with brands. I work with beauty brands, clothes brands, and I model their products. Yeah, so they pay me to just showcase their products. Yes.
Okay.
And on the creation side, normally I love to create content. I'm a storyteller. So nilianza tu pole pole nikaanza kuingia Instagram, started doing content because I love to tell stories. And I would just take my phone and maybe just start a conversation, talk about something. That is how I just build the momentum. Nikajipata I'm now being approached by brands to, create content for them. Yeah, and the rest is history.
The rest has just been flowing.
Yes.
So what inspired you to doing what you're doing today?
Professionally, I've done law.
Wakili. Hey, so my rights can be taken care of.
Yes. You're in safe hands.
Glad. Hey, and we have a model, brains with beauty, as they say.
Yes.
Okay.
So the reason why I did law was because, as I've said, I love to tell stories. I love to just converse with people and just have a good time. So I really needed to know my books. Ndio nikienda mahali kuongea na watu nisiongee tu things that don't make sense. So that is where my love for law came in, and I went into law school, and in law school I did modeling. From modeling nikaanza tena your creation. It's just something that has just built up from way back, from my love of storytelling. Kajipata, that's what I do, and that's what I love to do.
That's what you're passionate about.
Yes.
So in the bit of content creation, because there's so much content to be created, there's so much. So what niche have you specified on?
I focus mainly on beauty content. I do makeup content, hair content, everything to do with beauty and fashion also because of the modeling aspect. Yes, and as well as lifestyle. You know, you can't tell stories if you're not showing people what you do during the day. You
of
know,
course. Yeah.
so you'll find me on my socials, taking people with me to do like to create content during my day-to-day activities. So it's fashion, beauty, and lifestyle. And just recently I've started self-care. Yeah, so
Interesting.
yeah. Yes.
Which is very crucial. I
Yes.
like the bit, because the bit of self-care is actually very crucial.
Yes.
So, Maggie, when we talk about content creation and
Yes.
doing all these things, you know, sometimes out here, you're just creating content for the sake.
Yeah.
What is really your end goal with the content that you create?
My end goal.
Yes.
First of all, I do this with so much love and passion. So I'm actually having fun while doing it. But in the sense of encouraging someone out there who wants to start this storytelling journey, because it's just telling stories through socials, you know, and selling ideas and selling products. So my goal is to encourage that girl who thinks, you know, I love to tell stories, but what can I do? How can I earn money? How can I get a living out of this thing?
Yeah.
My goal is to show someone that you can actually start something as a hobby, just something you love to do, and it will grow into something better, something that gives you an earning, something that pays your bills, something that facilitates your lifestyle. So that is my goal, and also to educate and entertain. I love to have a good time. So if you come to my socials and I lift your spirits, that's my goal.
Good vibes.
Yes, good vibes. So I call it edutainment, educating and entertaining.
All at the
So
same
if
time.
you can learn something from me as a young girl, and I can learn something from my viewers also, that is something that I'm focused on. So my goal is to learn, educate, entertain. Yeah.
So, Maggie, you said something about this is something you can do that can actually pay your bills. You
Yes.
know, there's someone who's out there, and maybe people who are not too exposed,
Yes.
when they look at content creation, and I'm sure probably you've faced the question of, what do you do?
Yes.
And you're telling someone, I'm a content creator, and they're
Yeah.
like, what do you mean you're a content creator? How
Yes.
can this be? You know, we are so accustomed to the thought of I have to report to an office or to a physical
Yes.
business so that
Yes.
I make money. So would you say this is actually something that is paying well? Is it something that can actually be an actual career point?
Yeah.
And if so, what there's someone who's out there and they're thinking it's an idea, but they
Yeah.
don't know if there's something they can do. And if
Yes.
they can, how can they actually start earning money?
Yeah. So as I said, when I started, it was a hobby. I was not looking to earn money from it. It was just something I was doing because of the love I have for it. But then when you expose yourself, when you have content that you put out there and people are seeing your content, then brands start saying, oh, there's this girl doing this and this. Maybe we can work with her. And that is how your niche grows. That is how you get clients, you know. But I won't lie, this is something that requires passion. You have to love doing it, because you will get frustrations on the way. It's not an easy road. It's not linear. So you have to have patience also, because there are days that biashara will be good, you'll have clients, and there are other days where hauna clients, you know, like biasharas are down, maybe it's the end of the month, brands are not working, their budgets are not open. So you have to be patient and also very disciplined. You have to be disciplined with the work and also with your finances to facilitate until the next client comes. Yes, so it's something that pays once you have exposed yourself to it, once you have put yourself out there. You also have to approach the brands. You're not a celebrity. I keep telling people whenever I have this conversation, you're a content creator, you're an influencer, but you're not a celebrity. So don't behave like a celebrity. Don't behave in the sense of I will not approach clients. How will they see me?
You have to push yourself out there.
You have to tarmac, literally, like not walking, but
CV literally.
Yes, you know, like sell yourself out there. Tell the brands, this is what I do. This is my work. And I will give a secret that I don't think I've shared with people.
Okay.
Sometimes I create content for a client,
Mm-hmm.
a pre-client, like a future client.
Mm-hmm.
So I create the content
Mm-hmm.
and I send them
Mm-hmm.
as
Proposal.
reference.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
When I'm doing the proposal, I
Mm-hmm.
send that content and I even post it on my socials.
Mm-hmm.
You guys will think, oh, she has been paid to do that.
Yeah.
But after I send it,
Mm-hmm.
9 out of 10 times I get the job.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
So kujituma.
Literally,
Yes,
yeah.
unajituma
Yeah.
kabisa,
Mm-hmm.
but it's something that's rewarding, it's something that's exciting. There is a whole field for it, especially now that the government is looking into it.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
actually I agree, because
Yeah.
if you look at the current government, to be
Yes.
honest, you can tell they're really supporting content creators
Yes.
and the journey. I mean, talk about YouTube, talk about Instagram.
Yes.
I mean, recently we actually saw content creators being hosted as status, something that has
Yeah.
never actually happened. So
Yes.
I like what you're saying about, and I think it's high time for content creators to actually go out there and do what they're doing,
Yeah.
because we have a government in place
Yes.
that is looking at supporting them.
Yes.
Talking about the government, let me ask you a question. As a content creator,
Yeah.
what is your thought on this issue of taxing content creators?
I feel like I'm having 50-50 thoughts with it, because on one end I want more encouragement and more space for the content creators to actually earn that money before they are taxed. And I feel like that is something that the government can do, and they should push that more. But now that the bill has already been passed, I feel like we can't dwell on ingekuwa, kunge happen, nini. I feel like the government can now progress the intellectual property, because content creation is intellectual property.
True.
You know,
Yes.
it's something that comes from your creation, mind creation. So if they progress that, then there'll be room for taxation, comfortable taxation. Because I feel like the big content creators, they have no problem with paying taxes. They actually pay their taxes.
Sure.
But ule content creator and nano creators, micro creators,
Yeah.
that's where the issue is. Because first of all, they don't even have a good phone, they don't even have exposure, they don't have the know-how on how to go about things, how to, you know.
Yeah.
So if we hold maybe seminars and stuff like that for the creators, and the government makes sure that there's jobs for those creators, hata wanapatia like the creators jobs kwa advertisements and stuff, government advertisements, just create that opportunity for them to be comfortable to pay the tax, you know, because hata kama una kazi hakuna tax utalipa. You just file nil returns, you know. So yeah, I feel like it's a step forward. Something that can be taxed, and I always say something that can be taxed can be advanced by the government. The government can push that agenda. So it's a good way. Let's give it time. Let's give this.
So there's
something positive.
There's something positive
out of it. Yeah.
So let's be honest. The issue of tax has to be a challenge to some of the content creators, because for them they're feeling, why are you taxing me? Maybe the little I am earning, for some of them who are still earning something little. So that is a challenge, and I would love to know from your perspective, or from how you've been working. This is just but a challenge that has come the other day. There's been so many other challenges. So what are some of the challenges you faced as a content creator, and how do you go about them?
So first of all, the challenge I face most is guys don't professionalize content creation. They think it's everyone's hobby. I can just pick up my phone and create content. What do you mean I should pay you 20,000 for that? You know? So the professionalization of content creation, that is a challenge that I have faced. When I come with my rate, you actually acknowledge I'm doing a good job, but when it comes to paying,
that's where you draw the line.
You know? So that is one challenge that I've had, and I've turned down so many jobs because there's value for value, and my value, I bring what I bring, and I'd want monetary value, but then the clients would want to give you maybe something else that you do not appreciate. So professionalization of the content creation, that is one challenge. And in the same bracket, people just see you as if you're wasting time. You're not serious. Especially me, who has done law. I've had it so rough because guys keep asking me, why are you doing this? And you have a whole
What about your degree?
law degree,
Yeah.
you know? But people do what they love, you know? And balance, just balance. So yeah, professionalization, as I've mentioned. Something else that I have faced is online bullying. Online bullying, you will have to deal with that when you decide to become a creator.
Yeah.
There's positive criticism, and there's just bullies.
Yeah,
There are
some
people
negativity.
Yes, they're just people who want to bring you down. Your content can be good.
Yeah.
You can be doing the right things. There's someone who will tell you, oh, maybe change your camera to this or do this. You know, that's
And
that's
how they're
positive.
putting it is
Yeah.
what is so hurting.
Yeah, that's positive criticism. But then they're just online bullies that you have to deal with and know how to, you know, silence them.
I think sometimes you just have to be deaf towards some things. You just have to choose what to listen to, and
you have to be very intentional on the advice you pick on social media, because it can bring you down. It can make you feel like a failure, especially if you're starting. But if you're starting out there, know how to differentiate positive criticism to just bullies.
Which is very crucial. I agree.
Yeah.
So Maggie, you've worked with different brands out here. Maybe you could mention a few, and if not, you could tell us for maybe there's a brand that is watching right here and they're wondering, oh, I'd love to work with Maggie. So what is the procedure for you? And this is also could come out as some advice to someone who's a content creator and they want to know, there's a brand that approached me, but I don't know how to go about it because maybe I don't like the working conditions, or I want more money, or whatever else there could be.
So you've mentioned I've worked with brands, and I've worked with some of the big brands like Home 254, like Kicks Kenya. I've worked with MAC Cosmetics, you know. So when a brand approaches you, maybe you're a content creator, you've been creating content, and now a brand has seen your work and they'd want to work with you. I feel like the first thing I do, I go to their socials just to make sure it's legitimate work. Yeah. You know, because there are a lot of con businesses out here. You have to make sure that the business is legitimate. And after that, you have to have created a rate card. You have to have had a rate card, because the question that the client will ask you is, how much do you charge to do this and this? So you have to have a rate card, and you also have to engage with the client. What do you want from me? Be very specific. Do not be afraid to ask those questions. And if you have a rate card, it's okay to negotiate, but don't go below your don't go so
you have to have your
more.
Standard value.
Yes.
Yeah.
You have to. There's a value you have already created, depending on where you're at. There are brands, but Shanice, there are brands I take for free. That is something I need to say.
Why?
Because of the value.
Okay.
It's not always monetary value, and that is something content creators need to learn. But now with the tax, I don't know if it's gonna if it's going to
will allow.
But there are brands you can take for free because of the value they bring you, the market they give you. There's a brand that has such a big market than you, and working with them will actually improve your status in the content creation. You know, so you can be told, I'll give you 20,000, and you're wondering, oh, this brand is so big, why would they pay me 20,000? But where are you? Where are you? You know, the brand is big, yes, but are you big?
Are you big enough?
Are you big enough for the 100,000 that maybe you want, or the 50,000 you want? So you have to also know your value. Don't oversell yourself, because you can lose clients if you oversell yourself. And don't undersell yourself also, because you're doing the work. That's why they have approached you, you know? So that's something I consider.
Amazing. And congratulations for the big brands that you've worked with. I mean,
Home
254 is such a big brand. MAC Cosmetics, Kicks Kenya, and
many more.
And the list is, and the more to come.
Amen. Inshallah.
So Maggie, as we wind up, maybe I would love you to share with us some of the, do I say, a bit of your secrets towards the content creation and the modeling, and how you're able to navigate all this all together.
Yeah. So my secret when creating content as an influencer, the one goal that I go for is to be relatable. Be relatable to the people you're selling to, because no one is going to buy something that they don't relate to.
True.
If I see a shoe and I'm seeing maybe your dress, Shanice, you look very pretty, by
Oh,
the way.
thank you.
If I see this dress is good, I can actually wear something like this.
True.
I'm relating to it. That is why I will buy it. So be relatable. That is one of the secrets that I have while creating content. I try to be as relatable as possible, and also enjoy. Once you enjoy what you're doing, it will be authentic, it will be organic, it will be good. So yes. So what else did you ask me?
We wanted your series so that there's a
Yeah.
content creator who's there and they're like,
Yeah.
oh my god, she's so, I
Yeah.
love what she's doing. How did she able to? So
It looks easy because
yeah.
you are enjoying it. Because if you force something, then it won't look organic. But if you want it to be organic, you have to actually enjoy it. Yes.
Amazing. So if you're out there, maybe you're wondering, is content creation really for me? And if
Yes.
so, does it really pay? How do I start? Head
Just
out there.
start
Yes.
with your bad camera. Start, guys wait for to have the best camera, Canon 50.
Yeah.
I will tell you for free, I still don't have a camera. I shoot all my content with my phone, and if not, then if it's very professional, then I'll hire a videographer.
Yeah.
You don't need to have everything figured out for you to start. Start with what you have, start where you're at, with time you will grow and you will get that.
The rest will just come with time.
Yes.
Amazing. So maybe share with us your social media handles for someone who may be out there interested in working with you.
Yes. My social media handles are Maggie Wambugu on Instagram and on TikTok. Yes. By the way, content creators, go to TikTok. TikTok
It's
the
selling.
next big thing. It is. It is. I'm actually trying to navigate now my way around TikTok. I'm just growing. Yeah, so Maggie Wambugu. Yes.
Amazing. Thank you so much for agreeing to come
Thank
on
you
the
for
show.
having me, Shanice.
I'm
Thank you
so
so
honored.
much.
Thank you. And we're praying for greater success to you.
Amen. And
Now-
you too. And you too.
Thank you.
Yes.
You.
What you're doing, I think I told you what you're doing is amazing. I love everything you're doing.
Oh, thank
Yes.
you. Meskia, guys. So right here on Talk About It, we're going to be bringing you more of this, more content. So I know for the content creators who are out there, I'm sure you've gotten a thing or two. So please go out there and do what you've learned and do more. Follow Maggie Wambugu. I know
Yes.
she's a very free spirit. So maybe you have a question that you'd love to ask her.
Please DM me. Feel free to DM me.
Yeah.
Yes.
But questions only, please. Not
And work too.
Yes, questions and work only, nothing beyond.
Yeah.
Anyway, so guys, thank you so much, Maggie.
Thank
Hoping to
you.
host you again right here and
For
talk
sure.
about it.
Yes.
Yeah, so guys, thank you so much for watching, and make sure to use what you've learned right here and talk about it. And remember to please subscribe, turn your notification button on, engage with me on the comment section, and I will definitely be here to give you feedback on whatever you ask. And thank you so much for the love you've been showing us so far. So see you here next week, same time, different episode, different topic, and better content. See you then.